Yo, I hear back in Clue. We in here. We at the house today, representing Game Changers. You know what I'm saying? Um, I got the shirt on today. If you local, you know what's up. If not, it's okay because still got you with the nutrition. Still got you with the online coaching. Now you can definitely reach out to me via email in the description, or you can go check out that Instagram, which I need to leave in the description. Also, if you're interested in some Retritide, some SLU PP32, 33.2, or anything of that nature, check the link in the description. I do have to tell you that it's not for human consumption. They are research chemicals. So if you're going to be researching, know that that's what you're doing. You're researching. But get your research on. I'm not going to stop you. Today for the workout, we are going to be taking some Fenris Fury, which I need to go grab that. It's going to be at the house. We're not going to go through it extensively. I'm just going to show you a little bit of what I'm doing. We are going to be taking some Amped AF from Steel Supplements also, as well as NO7. Now, if you're looking for just a pump product, they do make one. Also, if you're looking for a pump product, you want to know what my recommendation is, I'm definitely going to say Fenris Fury. Okay, so Todd Lee, if you want to sponsor a brother or just send me on a monthly a container of Fenris Fury, you can go ahead and do that, Mr. Todd Lee. I appreciate you. If not, you can just keep doing what you're doing, which is just keep selling me the product because the product is good. I'm probably going to, after this workout, wash my hair, retwist it, because y'all know, if y'all been following the channel, y'all know I do my own hair. But look, this is, you see, this is actually, I need to switch my product because this is some buildup I got from what I usually use to retwist my hair. Now, one thing about having locks, this is not a lock video, is that you got to watch that buildup because the buildup will cause your stuff to not lock properly and eventually fall apart. Keeping it simple, keeping it simple. Because your hair is not loose for stuff to just fall out or get brushed out. So I do need to get some new product, get like a little clarifying shampoo or something, just to make sure, you know, just to get that out. You don't want that buildup. Now, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. So I've been, man, blocked for like 18 years. 18 years. So y'all remember, y'all been following me on the channel. So I really know what to do. But I've been slacking. I'm not going to hold you. Where I moved out somewhere where they don't have all the products. They got a lot more than they had before, but they don't got products like we need, right? There's a lot of biracial folks out here, so their hair be doing anything, and a lot of them can actually use the white folk products. So we be having small sections for our hair. Now the section got a little bit bigger since I've been out here. It's been like 10 years, but the section is still small. You know, they don't got the Africans and the Caribbeans. When I say Caribbean, all the folks from the Caribbean and stuff like you know, how I'm used to having and all that. And they really don't just got like straight up Negroes out here. I'm not gonna hold you. I mean, they do, but they really don't. So why would the store carry straight up Negro product when they not gonna really sell it? I'm not going to blame them for that. So, you know, same reason you don't go to the hood and look for Pantene. I'm just, all right, I do know a girl who used Pantene, but she wasn't buying it she wasn't buying it off the Koreans. Anyways, so we're gonna mix this. I'm actually training faster today. Woke up at 2:31. Goodness gracious! Yesterday I was 2:33, up from 2:32 and a half roughly. But today I was 2:31. So we're good. We're making good progress on that cut. Get this. I just recommended this to somebody over at Indian Walmart. Indian Walmart got a lot of Brazilians in it too. There's a lot of Brazilians coming to this area. So if you want to get stabbed, beat up, jump, definitely go holler at one of them fine women at the mall or at the store. Because one thing I'm going to tell you is this. They are never single. They always got their man with them, and they always got a family. So you can see that thing bouncing around if you want to and start trying to holler, but you going to be hollering for real. because they real nice. They real nice, but don't ever try to violate. And I can't be mad at a man for who you trying to violate, and he gotta set you straight. That's on you. That's all I'm saying. So don't get bold. That ain't big up to the Brazilians. You know, they got their families out there. You know, they got their nice, beautiful families. All right, and they all out there together. They all shopping together. They doing their thing together. And if you feel like violating, then you probably deserve to get violated. That's all I'm gonna say. So don't be mad at me. I'll let y'all know. But they be out there at Indian Walmart too. So and the reason I call it Indian Walmart because that Walmart is the one that all the Indians go to. They got all the Indians out there. But a guy who wasn't Indian asked me about basically pre-workouts, and I told him Venomous Fury all the way. He doesn't want really any harsh stimulants or nothing. So I told him go with Venomous Fury, give you a nice little pump, give you some nice little endurance, and give you what you're asking for and nothing that you're not. So he went, looked it up, gave him a little discount code. I don't get nothing from it. Totley already got it out there. And he thanked me, you know. That sounds real gay. He ain't thanked me no homo type, but he just was grateful and appreciative. And yeah. So the reason why I say he wasn't Indian, because last time an Indian dude did ask me for some help with some protein, which I did help him. But anyways, so that lets you know that I stand behind this product. I've been talking for 6 minutes. Y'all didn't come for all that. We're going to get into the workout. We're going to upload it. I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to mix the medicine. I didn't take the NO7 yet. I do take vanadyl sulfate also. I take vanadyl sulfate because it helps with the, with the glucose sensitivity. And yeah, like I said, I'm fasted, dude. I'm kind of starting to feel it, but I don't have an appetite, so I'm not going to force it. I don't always train fasted. One thing about training fasted, your pre-workout sometimes hits you. The pump ingredients do hit you sometimes a little bit harder, but you can definitely fade. So I don't have any more of the hyperbolic. The hyper whatever it was called. I do got some hyperbolic. No, I got the hyperate. I don't got any more hyperbolic, but I do got the anabolic. So if I start to fade, this is a good intro workout. I told you about this in another poorly constructed video. So I'm gonna keep that on deck in case I start to fade and I need it. I'm gonna record this for y'all at the house. So no, I'm not in my drawers or nothing like that. I'm not butt naked. You know, I don't got a reason to get butt naked. I ain't have a reason to be butt naked in days except for taking a shower. You know, so because me keep as many clothes on as possible. One of my biggest fears is being butt naked and an emergency happens, somebody comes in the house and I gotta do some actiony stuff. But the biggest one besides being butt naked with all that happening is being in a shower and you just get the soap all on you and something happened. No, because now you naked, wet and slippery. That is the worst. Oh my goodness, I'm talking way too much. That's why I should eat before I make a video. But y'all know y'all got a fear like that, or you on the toilet and somebody comes in the crib and you got that massive diarrhea and all right, this is getting too much. All right, we gonna skip. Hey guys, so we're going to get started with the back workout. Yes, I still need to change that battery. The last video that I put out was from several weeks ago. I just really suck with getting my videos out on time. So that rack attachment, I don't know if it's going to ever come back to Temu, but it was on there. If they upgrade it, I'm going to be mad because they need the full sundial on there. I do not have the full sundial. I bought it because I was looking at it. The other options, if you get it straight from Makolo, it's $250. The other options are $300. I'm not paying that. Now I do have some Olympic plates. I may get some more. I just got the Westside Scout Hyper in, and I'm going to make a video about that too. But that's not what this is about. We train at the home gym. I got something new for y'all. Old, but new. Older than me. Probably older than a lot of you. But we're going to talk about it. And I'm going to make a separate video about it also, because there were no videos on this version at all that I was looking for when I was looking for it. And there was hardly any information. So, without further ado, we're going to get started. I'm going to do a voiceover instead of talking the whole time. I talk too much. Sometimes I'm Wayne Long. I'm Wayne Elegant. Wait, I wax long and wax elegant. I don't always Wayne Elegant. I Wayne abruptly because I don't know when to stop talking. But, anyways. Long video jutsu. Okay? Okay. Extended cut style, long video jutsu. Let's get it on. All right, so we're setting up for the pullover here. The almost says Cybex pullover. The pyramid pullover. Taking me a while just to get some things done. I'm taking off my gem pen and my plates because I've now progressed to the next increment on here. The plan wasn't really to show you guys too many sets. I kind of showed you guys on some of these a little bit more sets than I planned to. As you see, I got a little box here that's off screen where I have different like tools and things. So that's kind of what I'm messing with, putting stuff into just to get it out of the way. All right. What I want to talk about though is something that I neglected to do. Excuse me. Something I neglected to do before starting this. But one, if you have a seatbelt on a machine, always use a seatbelt. It's there for a reason. But two, make sure your area is clear. Okay, so the last time I was in here, I put some stuff under. There's a foot pedal here. I had dumbbells and stuff underneath here. I neglected to clear that space out before I started. So it was kind of in the way. That's a little bit unsafe. I like to do that actually the session before I use what I need to use because you tend to just want to get in there and get started. Now, as you see, I'm getting a full stretch and then I'm going down and I'm squeezing, full contraction, getting a slight pause. Of course, it always looks faster than it feels, so please take your time. Now with this, I can't actually go back further on it, but when I don't know if it happened before I took it apart and reassembled it or during the reassembly, but my foot pedal doesn't come back up once I step on it, which means I can't get the full range of motion, and I can't, because of the wall, set it to the fullest range of motion to compensate for that when I adjust it. And of course, here I'm putting my hair up because you don't want anything loose when you're on the machine. You do not want to lose your head, get caught in it, end up in a final destination type scenario. And if you're wondering why I'm not using any music on this video, it's because I'm not. This is me doing stupid stuff here, being ridiculous because I didn't eat, and I kind of get like that when I haven't eaten for several hours and I'm tired. It was a great session. It was a great session. I could have deleted that. Okay, so since we're going to be doing this, let's get a little bit more educational. This is because I'm not cutting anything. This is going to be a long video, which is probably not what you're looking for. But I'm going to be hitting a warm-up set. This should be the next warm-up set in the beginning here. Filling it out. As you do your warm-up sets, do them like they're the real thing. Execute the form like you would, as close as possible to the real thing, and take it seriously. A big mistake that people make is they do their warm-up sets like they're warm-up sets, like they're not real sets, and then try to tighten up when they get to the working set. This is to prime your muscles and your mind, your nervous system for the task at hand. And as you'll see later on, the first two exercises that I do are very important because they're going to carry me through the rest of the session. We're not doing warm-ups on everything. Once the muscle is adequately warm, we're just going into it. We're going into it. So this is a takeaway from high intensity training to where you just do one set to failure. You may do two sets if you need a second set. Sometimes I do only do one set. Today, it seemed like I needed two sets. Okay? And I don't have a problem with that. So I did two warm-up sets. And then after this, I'm going to do two working sets here. And we're going to move to the next exercise. Hitting the lats feel good. I literally am recording this right after I got finished. I don't feel tired. I don't feel worn out. But there was nothing else I can do in this session. Like I reached my limit. Okay. I haven't even eaten yet. I like to let my body calm down after the workout. Kind of get back to a little bit of a normal feeling state. Let that arousal dissipate. And then go eat. Okay. So Yeah. So pay attention to the set. There's no music. There's no noise. We're doing it. No sound or nothing. Now, a big mistake I see people do is pull through the hands and try to yank this bar down. I'm driving through the elbows. The hands are just there for the ride. I'm just trying to get them in a comfortable position so that my wrists don't hurt, basically. But you're driving through the elbows. That will allow us to connect with the lats better. And driving through the elbows is a good cue to help you use your lats. Now, as you guys can tell, I got a big head and a narrow body. I need all the lats I can get. And the benefit of that is that when I hit a front double bicep, a front lat spread, or even a rear pose, things open up. You need to open up. Even if you're wide, you want to open up. But definitely, if you're someone like me to where you have a narrow frame, you want to be able to open up on those shots. I mean, you have to. And it does cause you to project a little bit better. It does cause a little bit of a better illusion because it's almost like the muscles coming out of nowhere. But you got to work on it. Like, again, there's no way I would be driving through my wrist on the bar like that. I would snap my ish all the way up. I am using those elbows and those lats are contracting. And once I can't use the lats to contract, you see the set terminated. This was a new high weight for me, so I did 2 sets of 5. I'll take my time over the next several weeks working that up. Usually I progress on the warm-ups as I get stronger. So, yes. All right, so y'all probably saw at some point I put my hair up because you want to have your hair up. You want to have anything loose, secure, so it don't get like caught in the machine or anything crazy. We're not trying to end up on Final Destination. So first we started off with the pyramid pullover. All right, so y'all probably saw I took my gym pin out because I progressed to the next weight. I use it for the incremental weights on that machine. I'm gonna get another one to use for when I'm getting ready to show y'all. We're gonna do some talking about it. I'm gonna have a separate video about it. And yeah, now to get this, I did have to get rid of my lever squat, which I don't think I ever did a video on, but yeah. Oh well. I stopped using the lever squat because the lever squat was, for me, hurting my back because I got some back issues. When I used the angle plate, probably could have did it flat. There's a different version that doesn't bother me. Pretty much a lot of other versions don't bother me, but the one I had and ones that are kind of similar. But that's a problem with me, not the machine in of itself. It's a great machine, but we're going to move on. All right, and if you probably are watching, you may realize that I'm doing something similar to I did reach failure on that, by the way. No RIR, not this and that, but that's not how we doing it. You probably realize I do 1 to 2 warm-up sets, and then we go on to failure. If we need another working set, we'll add another working set. Very reminiscent of high-intensity training. And when you see the exercise order, you'll realize my exercise order is also reminiscent of high-intensity training. But we already did too much talking. The video's already too long, so we're going to get it on. I'm going to show y'all maybe 1 or 2 sets, not all the sets. So if you have questions, ask. But don't think I'm showing y'all the full workout because nobody wants to sit here and watch the entire workout. Y'all want the gist, and I'm going to give y'all the gist. All right, so again, seatbelt. Use that thing if you can. Okay. This is my first time using this machine. Bought this machine like a week and a half ago. First time ever being able to use it. Here we go. See, it's going right into the lats. Notice that beautiful, wonderful angle. This is the Nautilus torso arm. I believe it's a 3rd generation torso arm, because if you look up Nautilus torso arm, you're going to see a machine that doesn't look anything like this, a machine that doesn't look anything like that one, but doesn't look really like this. Maybe this one, if you're lucky, this is like you could find the least amount of information on this version, but you may see one that looks similar from MedX, and then a different MedX torso arm. Why did I bring up MedX? Because Arthur Jones went on to start MedX after he initially sold Nautilus. Great machine, great design. Now, this does not feel like a high road. It does not feel like any other machine that I have used. I remember Home Gym Hacks and Reviews. He had a video on the torso arm that he got, and he said it was a unique feeling. This is a unique feeling. When I got done with this, felt a great pump. Okay, great pump. Game Changer training, by the way. You know, oh, I need to make sure I put that info in the description. If you're interested in training, and I just forget to put it in the description because I do that sometimes, just holler at your boy. You know, put it in a comment section or something. We're good to go. Anyways, I'm experimenting here just to see what I can feel and if there's any unique advantage to doing this way. The first time I did it, I felt something, but this time I really didn't feel anything. And when I say the first time, I just tried the angle, just playing around when I first put it together, not in a real workout. So part of it could have just been like that, to be real with you. So, yep. Here, I tried to record. Didn't realize it wasn't recording until my phone went out. Had the camera on. I'm putting on my straps. These are not Versa grips. These are not Cobra grips, even though I do have some of those. They actually are similar. They work pretty great. For some reason, the size, when I use them, they don't really fit perfectly. Maybe it's just because I have slender wrists and like my hand shape, and they just twist and turn and stuff on me. But they're great because these handles are high up. They're actually pretty up. I'm reaching for the stars, so to speak. And I wouldn't be able to put a strap on. Pause. I wouldn't be able to use straps to grab this machine to hold on to it, especially once you wear that grip out. Crazy morning. And yes, this is a morning session. We started this at 10 a.m. You know, well, 11 a.m. we started it. So, and we finished before 12. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You got to get it on, bro. Like, it just so happens that I'm home. I could do it. Fit it in your schedule when you can. Look, that's like, I'm reaching, bro. I'm reaching. And then after this, I had to lower the seat a little bit because I was still kind of bottoming it out. At the top, the stack was hitting. But look here, man. My face is looking mad different too. It's looking a little androgenic this year. I don't know. That must be that 30 hitting. Anyways, so y'all see, there's not one part of this that feels good. Some lap machines, when you do it, even when you hit a similar angle, even on the pull downs, because y'all know I got those adjustable handles, dude, it feels good. This does not feel good at all. This really just feels like effort, but it's so smooth. It don't feel like you're fighting anything. Like, it just feels like effort. But when I got up, my lats were like, whoo, the blood was in there. It was nice and full. And it, man, let me tell you, look at this face. Look at this face, man. I wasn't irking and jerking. Again, I was driving those elbows down. The phone fell from the live load, the vibration of me pulling, wiggling how I had it set up. So now y'all looking at the ceiling. But let me tell you, it was great. I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to tell y'all what. Whew, I feel that in my lats, pumped up. Like I'm about to fly away, dude. Like really. Now, when you're, it's funny because it's one of those movements, while you're doing it, dude, it kind of doesn't feel good. Like some movements, they feel real good when you're doing it. It don't necessarily feel good. But like, you kind of know something's getting done. It's almost similar to like the pullover sometimes, unless you get on real, sometimes you feel real good, but a lot of times it don't. When you get up and once that blood goes where it's going, you're like, oh snap. It's hitting where it needs to hit. It's like the pump doesn't build muscle, right? It don't build no muscle. I was experimenting flipping around this machine, see how I feel. I don't think I'm gonna do that. The pump doesn't build muscle. The pump is a proxy by which you can tell if you're hitting the muscle the way it needs to get hit. and I feel it where I want to hit it. I do feel it in a unique way. So yeah, it's pretty great. Similar to how Home Gym Hacks and Reviews, when he was using the other version, there's a prior version, I think it may have been a Gen 2 torso arm. I believe this is a Gen 3 torso arm. And you may have noticed that the design is pretty much very similar, if not the same, to the MedX torso arm, the earlier version, before they switched the handles around that to move in all directions. It's a unique feeling that you really don't feel in anything else. It's not comparable to a Haro or anything. I don't know how that one that he was using feels, but this is definitely something that's... Sorry, I heard like a dog making a sound and like some random noise in the kitchen or something. I don't have a dog. The dog was like over here and that noise was over there. But yeah, so I'm excited to just talk about this machine because there was nothing on here when I was looking for it. So yeah. Now we got the Gronk seated rows. Let me tell you, we starting off max load, 2 sets, 5 reps. Now, y'all gonna see I run into a little bit of a problem with this, and I'm not quite sure why. Maybe because my machine's a little bit at an angle. Okay. And, but like my one handle, my right handle, it like came undone again. Like a little bit loose. They see you out. I have some Allen keys to tighten it up. That's how you do it. But still. I don't know. Here, see, I'm getting that scap elongate, driving that elbow back, contracting that lat. Taking a little bit of a break. Now y'all gonna see exactly what's about to happen. Y'all about to see it. We about to see it. See, look at me. I'm like, yo, what? Hey, yo, what's happening? Hey, yo. See, look at disappointment. Hate to have the exercise messed up. See, gotta cut it. Always check your stuff before you work out. Always check it for safety. This is me trying to go see if I even got the Allen key or whatever, see how loose it is. It ain't like about to fall off, but it's enough to make a difference, you know? So, yeah. You're probably wondering why I took my shirt off. I was getting a little bit warm, but gotta tighten my machine. For some reason it's loose. Always check your equipment. All right, had to tighten my machine. Had to find the right Allen keys or Allen wrenches to do it. I did end up doing the first set. This is the second set. The progression on this set, on this exercise, I have these micro plates. I'm gonna show y'all. I have 3 different sets. I have the micro gain set. I have another colorful set that I can use, which I don't know where I put those. Oh, they're over by the lat pull down. But I've been using these from Bells of Steel. These ones are half a pound. My other ones go from a quarter of a pound all the way up to, I think, either 1.5 pounds or 2 pounds. Then of course I have the 2.5s. I got these for a really good deal. Now, some of you guys may be wondering, why are micro plates so expensive? It's because they have to be highly precise. So regular weight plates, like you might get a 45 that's 44 pounds, it might be 47 pounds. They can do that, but when you're micro loading, it has to be exact. So they have the machinery that they use to calibrate the weight and everything. And the whole process is what makes those plates more expensive. So don't just look at it like, oh, why am I paying so much for a 1/2 pound plate? You're paying a lot to make sure that 1/2 pound plate is 1/2 pound. So that's what we're doing. That's how I've been loading this. So I have it loaded pretty much to its max. Look at that farmer's tan, yo. Look at that farmer's tan. I have it loaded to the maximum pretty much that I could get. 5 reps. My rep range on this exercise is 5 to 8, but I just add 1/2 pound a week. 1/2 pound a week to keep it in that rep range, but to keep progressing. Now, these plates, when I bought them, they're nice. Got them off Temu, but they're actually nice. I use them in the gym beforehand. I use them at Ultimate Fitness by Casuccio. Shout out, Gaio. Yeah, so they're designed, or they're advertised as designed so there's spaces between them so you can pull them off. Which means I may not be able to get the maximum load on here, but I do have some other metal steel plates. I may get some more just so I can fully load this machine and then use these plates on the Scout Hyper, but that's not what this video is about. That's not what this video is about. Y'all can't even see this work, so I'm gonna show you how this works. And then we got one more exercise after this, and that'll be my full back day as far as lats are concerned. I'm gonna start trying to give y'all some more home workouts as far as what I'm doing. And if you want anything from limited equipment, ask. I'm not making any videos in that regard that you do not ask for. So if you don't ask for it, don't expect me to put it out, because I'm actually working out. I'm actually training today. I'm not going out of my way for something that's not asked for y'all to not watch it. But if you ask for it, I'll do it for you. Whew. All right. Jeez. May have done an extra rep on this side, but I kind of irked it. We're not irking and jerking, all right? We're letting the muscles do the work. We're not clanging and banging. We're not thrusting and busting, all right? We're not smashing and all that. We're focusing on squeeze, contraction, rhythmic, love making to the weights. We trying to accomplish something. We trying to really do something here. Not just satisfy our egos, okay? Okay? If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're gonna be mad when you find out. On to the next one. T-bar rows. We're just gonna do 2 sets here. Let me get this set up a little differently than I had in the past. We already warmed up. It's the end of the workout. So let me slip my foot through. See if I can get a good angle. Keep in mind, this section is really the laundry room. So y'all might see some laundry happening. All right. You see. Excuse me. We're just gonna keep it here. And if it's not a good angle, I'll switch the angle for the next set. But yeah. T-bar rows. So to recap, I wasn't supposed to be doing all this talking. But to recap, we did pullovers, machine pullovers, pull downs on the Nautilus torso arm, and then we did seated rows with the Gronk seated row. Now we're on the Gronk T-bar row. We're going to be doing T-bar rows. So that's 4 exercises, guys. That's 4 exercises. I'm going to do narrow though, and then go into wide. Okay, so we hitting the lats, that's all you need. But keep in mind, we did 2 working sets of the seated rows, no warm-up, because we already were warm by the time we got here. Now we're gonna do 2 working sets here. That's 4 sets. 2 working sets on a pullover, so you have to do the 2 warm-ups. So what is that? 6 working sets, 2 working sets. Yo, what is all this noise outside? I'm gonna have to see what's going on. But anyways, so that's like 8 working sets for the lats. So yeah, really, you don't need to go that crazy. Because if you're hitting it hard, and I'm at like, not like sub-maximal weight, but like, I'm taking it there. So once you get to your rep range, and you're hitting failure, or you're getting right there, you're getting the weight that you need, you don't have to do a bunch of other sets, exercise, and volume. You're just not going to have it. So that's why when I do my shoulders, I do the shoulders, the rear delts, and I get some traps and mid trap work. That hits that portion of the back on those days. I get it when I do that. So you gotta be smart. That also ups my frequency. My chest day, sometimes I do dumbbell pullovers. That gets me some more lats. So there's overlap on other days, and you can produce overlap on other days. You don't gotta try to get it all done in one. Get the job done and get the job done. You don't need to try to make a marathon workout to hit everything at once for the sake of isolation, pure back day. We focused on the back today, but there's going to be other days when we hit other muscle groups and the back can get involved. So when I hit shoulders, I hit my rear delts. Rear delts are already also getting hit today. That's when I'm really going to pick 2 exercises that are also going to hit, in addition to the rear delts, rhomboids, traps, the mid trap, and I get more on that too. And that's just how it is. You got to be intentional in instruction, especially if you're not doing upper lower days. I don't do upper lower. That's not my split. But the way I have my week laid out, I get volume and frequency on everything. I have chest and biceps. Why do I have chest and biceps? Even though I'm minimizing bicep activation, there's more bicep involved in the pulling exercises. And guess what? On certain pull downs, you do get a little bit of tricep, but you're going to get tricep on a day you hit tricep directly, and when you're doing your pushing movements. So I don't really need to go ham on triceps that day because my triceps already get some work. I hit them twice in a week. Shoulders, they get hit when you're doing your pressing movements. They get hit again. Guess what? When you hit them directly, that's at least twice in a week. So let's go. Do all this talking. Felt that in my lower back a little bit, so I set it down. That's also why I do these at an angle. If y'all don't know, my lower back been bothering me for a few weeks. At this point, with 2 weeks, sitting in a narrow booth aggravated it. But my lower back's been messed up for maybe a few years or so. Not lifting related, but yeah, got some other structural things that affect my lower back. So you gotta be careful, right? But I do like this exercise. I do feel it. I'm able to lean into it. Now, pendulum rows, then I'll try to keep my upper body parallel with the ground. But with these, I set it at the angle. I always have to be careful with the lower back. I'm not, so like, yeah. I should be wearing my belt, but I have a belt. My wife's car belt, my car. The belt that's in here, I don't know. Y'all probably wondering, like, what's he talking about? But just for the added support. But some of my exercises, that's why you see me doing a lot of machines, chest supported stuff also. It's like I could be doing a heavy dumbbell row, but I'm doing certain things also because of that back. Things happen as you get older, do different things, sports. Some of y'all do have weightlifting injuries. I have like wrestling related injuries from just, one, wrestling, two, just wrestling and grappling and all that kind of stuff. So just messing around, being young, You're young and don't bother you. As you get older, you come back. It's gonna be the last set. The only reason why really I'm able to pretend I'm a normal person is because I lift. It's like the first Doctor Strange, when dude learned the sorcery and he was like crippled or whatever, but he was walking, playing basketball, and that's because he was using the sorcery or whatever to stay mobile. I'm using the lifting to stay mobile. So people are always like, oh, is it from the lifting? It's like, no, the lifting is the only reason you don't know something's wrong with me on a regular day. Surprisingly. So, fountain to you. Let's do it. It's funny. I went to the store
G&G just to see what they had. I like cruising. My wife always gets mad when I go to the store, start looking at the weights and stuff. Now I know how my mom used to feel when my dad was just say, hey man, we just gonna go look at the car dealership. Cause you know what happened, they know what happens with looking. This is one of the machines I saw, and a few weeks later, ended up buying it at a different store because that store shut down. The guy said, you know what, actually we have a floor model. I said, oh yeah, I'll get the floor model because you get a good deal on the floor model. He tells me the floor model that we have is actually the one you were looking at a few weeks ago at the store. I'm like, goodness gracious. So I got it. I'm glad I did. I was gonna get a chest supporter one. But I hit those muscles on my Valor Fitness row. I still got the Valor Fitness seated row I showed y'all. I love it. It's great. If you can't get one of these, grab that. Don't grab that knockoff Temu Spark bullcrap. Go to Valor Fitness. The designs are similar. They are not the same. But I especially love it for that mid row. Hit all this. Great. Phenomenal. I wish I had that one upstairs instead of this one, but I could honestly possibly have did without this. But and put that up here. But it is what it is. I'm gonna eat. Well, let me tell y'all. I'm gonna put another clip in. All right, y'all. That's the end of the workout. I'm out of breath. All right. Woo. Hair getting back long a little bit. Gotta wash it, twist it and all that. So we'll be good to go. But anyways, so what was I gonna say? That's the end of the workout. We done. Short, simple, to the point. And my hair looking crazy right now. Yeah, I'm about to do something with it today. I'm off. But anyways, so yeah. Short, simple, to the point. You don't got to go hard. I mean, you got to go hard, but you don't got to do like 80 different exercises. It don't take, 20 minutes. I need to eat because I'm still fasted. It don't take, 2, 3, 4 hours to hit a body part. That's what I'm trying to say. People think, oh, I don't have time to go to the gym. Oh, I don't have 6 hours to be. They say stupid stuff. I don't have 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day to be at the gym. I don't got time to live at the gym. I hear all kinds of dumb stuff, man. Dumb stuff. Like, who's at the gym that long? You just made that up. This whole thing that I just showed y'all, it hasn't even been an hour yet. I don't know if it was 45, but it wasn't an hour. It was quick. Now, it's the middle of the day. I'm at the house. I'm good. Now, if you got to go to the gym, most of y'all going to have to drive at least 20 minutes to the gym, 20 minutes back. That's 40 hours out of your day. I had to drive. That's how long I got to drive if I go to the gym. So I get that. That may give you 2 hours. But if you're going straight from work or something, or if you could go on your lunch break, or they got something, that'll cut it down. But that's why I recommend having something at home. You don't got to have a setup like I got. Most of y'all aren't going to have this. You can get your little rack though. You get some dumbbells, or even use like a basic pulley system. Let me show y'all something. I mean, my rack has one too, but everything we did today, you can do basically on one of these. You could do some rope pull downs, pullovers, or dumbbell pullovers. Do your lat pull downs on here instead of using this. And then use your rows. I have different attachments. Okay. They're not all in the room. That takes up way less space. You don't need all these machines like I have. You can get the work in. And I have a high pulley, low pulley on my rack. Get you a rack. You can do the whole back workout. Just switch out your attachments. Attachments are great for the home gym. They will basically let you duplicate a plethora of machines so you can save yourself time. I mean, well, it's time because you won't gotta go to the gym. But save yourself space, save yourself money. Time too because you don't gotta work to buy all that stuff. And you can maximize your space. Especially now you can build off of your rack and you have all kinds of stuff. So there's no more excuses for the most part. Even if money is an excuse, get on Facebook Marketplace, sit there. People always end up giving away something good for free. All you gotta do is be patient. Patient, or be willing to pay at least a low price. Like sometimes you gotta look at the market to know what's good, because you may see something, oh, that's good for $500, but most people sell it for $2. Or all right, even if it's like 10 grand new or something, you gotta factor in the difficulty picking it up, taking it apart, and all that stuff. People are going to charge less because they want people to buy it and actually want to go through the hassle. So be patient if you're looking to build a home gym. If you don't have one, remember, you don't got to live at the gym. You can do it 30, 45 minutes. Now, if you go in that prime time, you're going to be closer to 45 to an hour. I'm not going to lie. Like that 4 to 6 is rough. But if you go in like 7, if you got kids, you might have to take them with you, or you're not doing that. Let's be real. But if you're going, or you got a little bit earlier, you're good to go. Get some stuff at home so you could mix it up. Do some at home, some at the gym. You may have to do that and make it happen. This is today's back workout. Thanks for watching. I talked a long time again, and half of it was about nothing and being scared about being naked in the shower and all that stuff, and none of that really needed to make it to the video, but it did, because I'm sure some of y'all have the same fear. And y'all hear the noises. I've been hearing all kinds of noises in here in the middle of the day, and I don't know what's going on the street. I don't know what's going on outside, but now y'all know why I'm kind of paranoid. How you gonna act?